Welcome to the Black Lion Podcast. We are your hosts, Lex and Dom, and today we have a special guest. Guest, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Kiara Alves. I'm a trader within the foreign exchange market, and I'm here. Happy Sunday.
Can you elaborate on the forex trading?
So like basically, and okay, so I basically trade on a IML platform, which is iMarkets Live, and I trade within the foreign exchange market. However, iMarkets Live it gives us six different streams of income. So like as of right now, I'm plugged into Forex and HFX, and like basically like we trade currencies. So like we trade currencies, depending on where the market is, whether it's going to go up, go down. It's like a little better than the stock market because it doesn't crash. Like you can make money whether the market's going up, whether the market's going down, in between. And like the IML platform basically gives us all the information that we need to be, millionaire traders, to get to the next level. It provides when you bring people in and you educate them on, what the platform provides and things like that, and like what you have access to. You also, you gain a residual income. So like as of right now, I'm platinum 150. So like as of right now, I have, mentees. I have three mentees, and soon in a month, I'm gonna be platinum 600 stamp. But I right now I make $150 from the company residually. So that's gonna lead me to do bigger things that I want to do in life, and like I plan on starting a nonprofit organization for teens, that need some type of mental outlet, as well as single mothers, because I'm a single mother. So I got two kids, two babies, but like my struggle has really brought me to where I am. So I'm definitely, it's a good job. This is definitely a good, opportunity to, and a lot of our people don't have the knowledge about it. So it's like, because we don't know these things, we're not going, to get these things. But it's like, you don't know what you don't know. So you just have to educate yourself on everything, because there's too many opportunities out here to, just be sitting down. Right.
My one of my sisters, she do the forex trading,
Mm-hmm.
so I I know some
Yeah.
about it. To me, a lot of different people told me about it and things like that.
Thank you, sir.
But my other question to you is, what, like, or yeah, would you be able to show the audience what you mean, like the different currencies?
Um, I mean, let me see. I ain't prepared for
What are
this.
you using? You
I'm
using your
sorry.
laptop?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop. Well, I'm on my children's laptop right now. It's through their school. But like basically like this would be like the platform that we this is the free app that we trade on to make money for Forex specifically. We have a different broker for HFX. So like, it's different ways to make it, but like we could trade, like the obviously like our currency is the United States dollar. But like, we could trade it against the euro, Japanese yen, Great British pound. What else? Like right now, cryptocurrencies is going crazy, bussing. So like, like Bitcoin, XRP. It's a lot of different things that you can trade. Like it's Forex started from trading goods back in the day. Before we had any type of technology and stuff like that. And like I think that's what people don't seem to understand. I learned about Forex in school, like in social studies. It wasn't necessarily called Forex, but it was called the foreign exchange market. So, I've heard that a lot. So when I joined, I was like, oh, all right, this thing is pretty cool. So I joined it.
You, we can't hear you. Your audio went out.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, what did you say? I
I
heard
was
you.
saying your audio went out. I said I didn't hear nothing you said when you was talking.
So where did I leave off at? What's the last thing you heard?
For foreign exchange,
All right, so like basically, I was saying the foreign exchange market. It started off as like bartering, then coinage, and then like trading different goods like silver, like trading rice, trade like like back in the day, whatever you could trade to get some goods, and that's what was traded. Like that's literally how the foreign exchange market started, and over time it evolved, and with technology and everything, now we're able to do it from our phones. So, like it's so definitely it's a great way of evolving. But like, when you go out the country, you can't use the United States dollar. You gotta convert it into a different currency. So like, you go to a trade and exchange booth or something like that. So basically it's like a 2-for-1 ratio. If I go on a trip and it's all inclusive, I don't have to pay anything, and I'm say I have like $1,000 and $1,000. So, and then like I converted it and it's a 2-for-1 ratio and they gave me 2,000 euros. Say I go on a trip for 2 weeks or whatever, everything's all inclusive, and I come back to exchange my bread to get my $1,000, and they give me 1,600 because the over time the market has went up. So basically, like like I'm treating over time, basically is greater value in the dollar. The dollar can go up and go down, but in the foreign exchange market, we make money whether it goes up or down.
Yeah, for
They
buys and
they
sells.
provide the tools so that we can tell, how to predict if the market's going to go up or down. Like they give us the tools to be these 6-figure earners. And
Mm.
like I said in the message or whatever, this is a vehicle to get me to to fulfill my purpose, to do the things that I need to do, financially.
I understand. Which your program? How much is it a month? Lost that again.
How you doing? I'm back. My bad.
That's fine. But yeah,
Did I interrupt? Did I answer? Did I mess up the recording?
I can always edit, so it's
Oh,
not a
oh,
problem.
say no more. You popping? Okay, cool. All right, all right. Where did we leave off at?
You just explaining everything in details. That's all about the trading.
I'm sorry. 1 second. Oh, okay, okay. So like basically, on MC4, did you want me to start over? Oh, you said you can edit. Okay, cool. So basically, so like MC4, we use this app or whatever, and this is like basically showing the currencies and the prices. The currencies will be right here. Prices will be right here. This is
Better
the
trading.
huh?
I know what app you talking about.
Okay. So like that's the app that we use to trade, and then like for brokers as far as HFX, that's quicker money. That's money in minutes. So it's like in 1 minute, depending on if I think the market's gonna go up or down. Say it goes up, I can make $160 in 1 minute just from predicting if the market is going up to see like as far as like resistance, support, trend lines, and once you join the business, hint hint, that's when you start learning about all of those, different terms and stuff like that. However, like once I study the market and, able to tell you basically if I'm able to predict if it's going to go up, like that's basically like how much money I could make. Tell about the trade amount that you put in, and yeah, money is made in minutes as opposed to, the MC4 app where it's as opposed to the MC4 app where it's I'm sorry, my kids scared me for a second. That's why I look like that.
That's
So
fine.
I'm sorry.
I said that's fine. But
Yeah, I'm about to say I got 3 of them. So they, they be acting crazy sometimes. No, but like I said, the IM Academy offers 3 different it offers 6 different streams of income. So like, you want to start a business, you want to start a website, that's where you will go. As far as you want to make money in minutes, that's where you will go. As far as
your audio can't hear you. Like you talk, like your audio is on, but it's just we don't hear you.
I'm sorry.
I hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on. I'm so sorry. Nah, but what didn't you hear?
Like you, as you said, about I think you said something about your kids. And you said you got three of them. Then after that, I didn't hear nothing after that.
Oh, I said they be acting crazy, but but they my wise though. They why I do this, you know. Within this business, I'm trying to build, momentum so that I can open up. Uh, I want to start a nonprofit organization for teens, that need some type of mental outlet as well as single moms. I want to write a book, and I just want to do. I want to do God's work. Like I really want to just do God's work as far as like as far as like pushing generosity, bringing people closer to God and letting them know, when you put your all into Him, the riches come. And I feel like when opportunities presented to you, like we dream of so many different things. Like so, it's like when opportunities are presented to you, you should go for them. Like when you meet certain people, you should be intrigued, depending on what type of person it is. But I just feel like, within this business, it's a way for me to branch off into so many different things. And like I said, this would be my vehicle to branch off into those things. Like honestly, the what is done for me mentally is insane. Like, being around so many like-minded people that just want to do better in life and that realize that we don't know what we don't know and like, just want to educate themselves and just do better and get the most out of life. That's an amazing thing. And again, like the way life hits you sometimes, it's like you need that. Like again, you don't know what you don't know. So when you're surrounded by so many like-minded people, it definitely puts you in a space to just dive all in. And it's the future, by the way. Digital money is the future. So, everybody need to get with it.
Yeah, I know about digital money,
Hmm.
but I wouldn't have a problem with it if somebody was trading for me. That's my only problem.
Wait, you said who? What you said? You said you want someone to trade for you?
Yeah, instead of me trading myself. Basically, the reason I say, well, I'm
You believed in yourself to do this podcast, correct?
that's but
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm happy that you wrote me because you yourself to do this podcast to put
that's
other people out there. So why not believe in yourself to make the best life for yourself? You don't know what you could be in 2 years. You don't know where you could be. You don't know where this podcast can be in a year. You have no idea.
I know that, but it, it's not that I don't mind trade. I know her like the one I was with my own sister. I understood it after they explained it a few times just because
Hmm.
they was talking about they give us what's it called, scanners to tell you what the two cousins gonna do. If the first cousin higher than the second cousin, then it's a buy, and if the second cousin higher than the first cousin is a sell. So basically, that's how they did it with PO trade. They use that. I can't think of the full name of the app, but that's what they use. I guess your Wi-Fi went out again.
Go play. Can you hear me? You back?
Yeah, it's you, but
It's
you're
like
supposed.
frozen. Listen, my laptop will tell me when something wrong, but it ain't give me no. It look your stuff is red. It say your I don't know something red right now next to your microphone, next to your name.
It's red.
Yeah, now it's white, but it was red then yellow.
Trust me. This this the newest Apple laptop. So
Oh my gosh.
ain't that wrong with this. I paid this off in full.
It's not nothing wrong with the laptop. Maybe just a connection. Maybe where you sitting there. Who knows?
Xfinity could be doing some crazy stuff
Yeah,
too.
I'm about to say I got Xfinity too. So we're gonna take we're gonna both take credit for this connection.
But yeah, the reason I said that though because
I feel like it all depends on your mentor as well, like whoever is guiding you in the business.
I tell people, well, like I tell most of the, well, I try to tell most of the guests. Well, I thought I did, like do the other videos that I'm paralyzed. So me, like I be having like health conditions and stuff, so I don't always have the time to do. Not that I don't have the time. It's more so it's more of a stressor.
Right.
See, my mindset, like I really don't like going to nothing that I can't control. But even though you can control it,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to say fix that because you
like
control anything, any and
you,
everything. The
yeah,
power of the mind is crazy. The mind is crazy, but and trust me, I'm trying to tell you, like I just came through a crazy breakthrough. So like anything is possible. Anything is possible. But you gotta make sure that God, whatever God you believe in, is first, number one. And honestly, I feel like He can take.
Jehovah Witness. So be
I'm sorry.
as I'm a Jehovah Witness. So there's only one God. So
Okay. All right. Okay. So I just feel as though like I said, I feel like anything is possible as long as you have, like honest, like I said, for this whole like for you to reach out to me in this podcast, I feel like this comment, like I feel like everything happens for a reason. This podcast is happening for a reason. Me speaking to you is happening for a reason. And I just feel like, you know, you could pour into me, but I could pour into you as well. Because like again, even with the business, sorry, my daughter, you don't know what you don't know. So it's like, maybe you never came across somebody that could, get you to shift your mindset, like maybe you never came across somebody that could like, let you know what the possibilities are. And I feel like I can do that. I feel like I said in the message, like I feel like this is God, and it could be. Honestly, maybe I was sent to talk to you. You reached out to me, but it's like I really feel like like I said, when it comes to your mind, anything is possible. You sitting here, wanting to help other Black queens, get their business style and stuff like that. But we gotta help each other. You know, you can't pour into me trying to get me out there, and I can't do the same for you. It don't work like that. Like that's like I said, I want to do God's work, and this is
I know that's right. But Kurt, like besides this podcast, my other business is real estate investing. So
mm,
my business that's registered is real estate investing. So,
that's what's up. I want to do that one day too. Put something else under my belt.
but that's where, well, even though it's in digital marketing too, but it's also going towards back to real estate also because all this stimulus money that they giving out for businesses and real estate and rental assistance and all this. So they getting them checks and people just investing it into whatever they invested into. So
Yeah, and I understand it. And I feel like when it comes to like real estate and things like that, not to be because I'm not a paper chaser, I'm a purpose chaser. However, I feel like within this business, it'll get you there quicker. I feel like real estate and like stocks and stuff like that. That's like a long term type of thing, as opposed to this is really changing lives. Like this IML is literally like taking people out of crazy situations and quick. But it's all about your mindset. Like you saying you want somebody to trade for you, but you could come in and have a crazier work ethic than me. Like you could come in and know like oh like again, it really depends on your mindset and if you're willing, like I said, you can't there's no growth in comfort. Not saying that you're comfortable. I'm just saying like, you just want to branch out any way that you can. And I just feel like honestly having this conversation is a sign. I feel like, after this conversation, you should like, really look into it and not have someone trade for you, but do it for yourself. Because why? Who knows? Like again, you don't know what this can do for you mentally. You don't know what it can do for you. Financially. Like you just don't know. So it's like, why not take that leap of faith? You doing all these other things to make money. You out here helping people. You out here, putting people, out there and things like that, which I definitely appreciate. Because I appreciate this because I was a little. I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little nervous. I was nervous because I'm like, I just start. I'm not a shy person, but again, like I was just in a real dark space, and it took me a long time to get up out of that. Like to get up out of that. So like as talkative as I am, I couldn't be like that because I was in such a dark space. So it's like now you got me when I just coming back into my regular self. So I'm very thankful for that because it's like again like I feel like this is going to do something for me, but it's also going to do something for you as well. And even if you can't see it right now, you just might see it maybe like 2 days, 10 minutes, who knows? I don't know, but yeah.
But it's more the reason I said, well, am I the reason I asked somebody else to trade for me? Because I once I got injured, I shifted my thinking. Meaning, I used to gamble a lot. So,
Hmm.
and that what y'all do, it brings what's it called, a natural instinct to me, and I don't like to feel that way because I put it to the past of me. Basically, what I'm saying. I used to so if I used to gamble a lot, so I would like to take a lot of gambles instead of doing going through the process. I know it's a process. It's a 1 2 step or a 6 step process anyway.
But it teaches you discipline, and I feel like with gambling, there really any discipline in it?
With my gambling, I won most of it. Was more like a 80-20 times, like 80% I won. So that 20% I didn't win. Like I control when I won and lost. Basically, I will leave it at that. But I won more times than I lost.
Okay, and I respect that. So I feel like even in this case, if you don't have the discipline, like you can gain the discipline though. So it's like, and like I said, with the mindset, with the building up your mindset and things like that, you that discipline will come. So it won't be because like at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I never, while being in this business trying to make money, I will not sit here and lie and say I've never gambled. I can't say that. Like we're all going to do it. Why? Because it's like, oh, you making money like that. Oh, let me just, but it's like, no. It's called self-discipline. And that's something that I'm still learning. That's something I'm still learning. And it's like, it's not, I don't feel like, I mean, it was hard for me, honestly, but I feel like I'm being put in positions to learn. I don't want to, be losing. I don't have time for that. So what I'm going to do is be a student and be submissive to the information that's given to me. You know, like I said, and that goes again, with the type of mentors and stuff, like the type of guidance that you have within this business. So it's like within my business, not my business, within my investment group, it's called GVO, Good Vibes Only, and like it's different leaders that literally help build up your mindset so you don't make those mistakes because like we take pride in like this not being a scam, this like really like making a percentage, only sticking to one percentage, well not percentage but like within the market we only supposed to trade 10% a day. You're not supposed to go crazy. 10%, that's it. Like they tell you what how to keep it disciplined, how to keep it level so that you don't get too crazy. Now if you continue to make those decisions on your own, then who can you blame but yourself? But the blueprint is there. And as long as you could be a serving student, as long as you could be a student and not think that you know it all and not think that you got it all handled, the money is going to be made. But you just have to get your mindset right first, and it has to stay positive at all times. Positivity is truly medicine.
Tell me about it. A good spoken word. Say it in the Bible.
Seriously, like positivity. And again, that's something I had to learn too. I'm a naturally positive person, but when I fell into a dark space, my thoughts wasn't so positive. And things start happening, start going through, the same things over and over again. And like that's something that I just couldn't do. I couldn't deal with it. So it's just like, when you put in certain positions, it kind of makes you do the right thing. And when you can acknowledge that, that's a beautiful thing because that's one step closer to changing. That's one step closer to getting to the next step, to the to the future. But it's all about their mindset. And once it's like anything bad can happen, it's all about how you respond to it. If you respond to it in a positive way, you're going to get positive results. Maybe that negative thing had to happen in order for you to shift your mindset.
Yeah.
You just don't know. But everything happens for a reason. We all have a purpose. Again, everything happens for a reason. Everything you see is a reason. Everyone you meet is for a reason. You can look outside, and if I see like a certain sign, it's for a reason. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out later. Like,
Yeah.
serious. Like everything is for a reason. And I really feel like this conversation was for a reason. Cause I see you. I see you shifting. I see you like, oh, what's she talking about? Yeah. So I'm crying. You're fine.
More so your positivity.
Yes. I'm trying to shift you, That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So God placed me here. I'm here to shift, impact, and save lives. And then it's like I'm part of a $7.7 trillion company. $7.7 trillion gets exchanged within this market every single day. Every single
Oh,
day. Every single day. That's a lot of money. How many lives you think I'm about to touch? Talk to me nice. I'm trying to listen. This positivity is going to everybody, any and everybody. If you don't want it, you still gonna get it. And I promise you, like, I'm not talking for no reason. I don't feel this for no reason. I'm not here for no reason. I'm creating generational wealth. I'm creating generational positivity. I'm creating generational habits. Okay. Like, and that's just, my children, they're gonna learn. My children will never work a job. Humbly speaking. I don't work too many. Okay. And I'm not doing it no more. Like I'm not doing it no more. And it's because, I wasn't educated on what's out there. When the pandemic hit, it was it was
Mark.
presented to the pandemic hit because it's like, you know, hey, all the jobs going. Mind you, I've been a stay-at-home mom since 2019. So I was in the house before the pandemic hit. But when the pandemic hit, it's like, oh my gosh, when I'm going, I really can't go back to work now. So it's like, all right, what I'm gonna do. What I'm going to. So when that was presented to me, I was just like, okay. I'm an impulse. I like now me. I'm a Sagittarius. I make impulsive decisions. So when somebody say something to me, I'm going. Like I'm doing it. Like I'm doing it. So and mind you, the person that presented it to me, I trust her. I trust her. Like she is near and dear to my heart. So like I trust her. So it's just like never. I
You
want.
so you
I'm
see where I'm getting to there. So you understand then.
Yeah, I do, but I also learned a lot. It's a lot of things that she couldn't teach me in this business that I love. I mean, she's younger than me, but even that doesn't even matter, honestly. But it's just like it's just things that like at the end of the day, that's what got me into this business. But that shifted, but my mindset shifted crazy once I actually joined, and it kind of was overwhelming at first. And I can't lie, it was a little overwhelming at first because it's like I know I want to do good in life, but I see these people, making you got 21-year-olds, 20 like literally I'm 25. And you got all these people younger than me making bands. You can make up to $750,000 a month within this business from educating people. From educating people. This time next year, I will be a chairwoman. I will be making 10 bands a month. That's just the first, level of chairwoman. So it's like I will be a chairwoman this time next year. I will be touching over 500 lives, this time next year, and making $10,000 off of it. And that's when my nonprofit organization will definitely be started. That's when this outline for this book, because I know I still got things to go through that I want to include in my book as well. So, but like that's my vehicle, and just a little bit of time, and it's just like when it comes to the money, the investment in the first place. Like I said, I'm an impulsive, person, but I trusted her and she know I got kids. Like she know not to, play with me about nothing, like that. So it's like she, put me in a position. And I'm indebted. I really, am thankful for that because I had heard of somebody had talked about being within forex before, but I just was like, okay, like, that's cool. But when she brought it to me, I took it as a sign, like, oh, I heard of it before. So maybe I should Maybe I should join. I knew I learned about it in school, not too much. I didn't really pay attention in school like that, But it was what it was. But like this being in this business, it just opened up my eyes. Like I said, I always, I'm a mother, so it just put me in so many different positions, and I didn't realize that I don't know what I don't know. I didn't know what didn't know. So it's like it's just life changing. It really is. It's really, an amazing. You meet people from all over the world, and it's just like people are watching you and you don't even know. Like Devron. That's everybody, Devron.
Somewhat, Devon. Hmm.
Say your name, because I don't like. Listen, I don't like people pronounce my name wrong, so I really want to say it right.
Devon,
Devron.
like it's Dev and it's Ron.
Okay, Devron. Okay,
Mm.
okay, I like that. All
You
right,
just
so
got, you just got a southern accent a little bit.
I got a southern accent.
That's what like when you say my name, it sounds like you have a southern accent.
Oh man. All right, I'm sorry. No, but this business is amazing, and like I said, it's changing lives every single day. And but the crazy thing about it is, some people are scared to take that leap of faith, but that's why I'm here. Make you jump, take it.
I took the leap of faith, then I retracted. But
Yeah,
my
but listen,
whole thing is,
the fact that this conversation is being had again, it's like, oh yeah, maybe that's that. If that's not a sign, I don't know. I don't know. Because you don't give up. You don't give up. Like I say, you who knows where this podcast could be in a year due to this business.
I could do the podcast and the real estate invest. I could do that because it's something I'm more so passionate about. But as
But it's
far as the on trading, I'm not really. When you're not passionate about something, it make me think about my past life. It make me take a step back, think about it. You gotta think.
yeah, I understand. I
But
really
what's your initial investment though?
right now we have it. Well, I paid $234 to enroll. $234. I done spent that money on sneakers. I done spent that on what TVs. I done spent that on clothes that ain't never make me no money back. But I know I made my investment back a couple times. A couple times. And now I'm making a residual income off of it. This is feeding my children, helping me pay my bills. Literally. And all I gotta do is build my mind. All I gotta do is stay positive. All I gotta do is talk to people. All I gotta do is, change other people's lives. If that's not a gift in itself, I mean, mm. And mind you, I didn't even get to do. I didn't even start doing what I really want to do yet, which is fulfill my purpose. We can have passions and all of that, but what is your purpose? I know my purpose is to save lives in a mental way, literally in a mental way, and I'm going to do
Mine's is to save them in a spiritual way.
it's okay. I honestly, for me personally, I kind of like tie all of that into one because I'm very spiritual.
You know
So
they two different things though.
that's I feel like that's neither here nor there, honestly, because I feel like honestly, in order to get your mental right, your spiritual has to be right. You won't be right mentally if your spiritual is not right. So, and I know, like I said, my spiritual is what brought me to back to my light, back to my right mental state. So I feel like me personally, that's just me. I'm not going take away how you feel, but I just feel like from my point of view, I know that getting my spiritual strong or whatever. I'm real into chakras and all of that, meditation, and everything. So it's like, my crown is wide open. Like my spiritual is very open, but like I said, it's connected to my mental. So it's like, and if my spiritual is not right, my mental is not right. And if my mental is not right, my pocket's not right. And I can't, rock out like that. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you was funny for real.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious though. Like this is really, me.
But a friend I reconnected with, we interviewed her too.
Hmm.
Her name's Kiara. You might see her on there, but she was talking about that too. But she used the same thing you use. But I told her like we spoke like off the podcast and things like that. I'm more. It's not that I don't want to do stuff. Well, I do it. It's more so I I feel more comfortable with certain things. That's all. Cause I rather, even though it might be taking money away from me, it also could bring money to me. I
Mm.
pay people to do a service that I know that will bring
Probably
back returns.
better though.
Huh?
But you may be able to do it 10 times better though.
Yeah. But if he already at the level I want to get to, I
You
you,
gonna get, how do you feel? How you feel you're gonna get to that level by having somebody else? That's like when we was
no, I'm
kids.
not saying that I will get to the level. I'm saying I don't need to get to the level as long as the funds get to that level. That's what I'm saying. I don't. I like to me like the. I know what you like. Y'all go up in the brackets. I saw it. I looked at it. I'm like, okay, that look nice. Cause with the one they people making somebody that just started. He making over $1 million. He just started like 2 months ago.
His mind is right. He
Yeah,
came in
I know they say scared money don't make no money,
at
but
all. You don't.
it don't.
And
But
listen, God didn't give us the spirit of fear. That's right, sister.
he did.
You're going red a little bit. Your connection. I understand. You know you got the fresh laugh. Your connection going down a little bit.
Uh, that's just the negativity that the devil trying to put in this conversation.
Right. I don't want us to continue this conversation, but it's cool.
That's all that's going on. But if I was to ever do the trade again, just I would,
I'm sorry.
I would be like a toddler, meaning somebody would have to walk me. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, the guidance that you need will be given to you, but how do you don't know what's on the other side if you don't come back. You don't know. Do you know how many people I've brought into back into this business from being in it before and didn't believe in it before? But it's like, when you got a blueprint, when you have structure, when you have, people around you that care, that move with love. It's not about everything is not about money within this business. And that's what, a lot of people fail to realize. Money is not the goal. Purpose is the goal. Purpose is the goal. When you in a company that you can impact over, thousands and thousands of lives, it's like, the money going to come. I promise it's going to come. But like, you got to fulfill the purpose. Bringing people to an opportunity like this, like people that, don't all don't completely see the vision. They don't, believe in it. But it's like understanding that can be built. It has been built. I've been in this business for 9 months. I'm gonna be transparent. I've been in this business for 9 months. I joined last July, and I went through a lot of stuff in order to even get me to talk to you like this right now. Like I had to go through a lot mentally, and but that didn't start until I got into this business. I always knew I wanted to be a good mom. I knew I was going. I've never had an issue making money. Like that's never. But it's like I know I can make money and still be a full time mom. Like really make money and be a full time mom, and then like better myself within this business. Like since I've been in this business, my whole insides are different. Like they're just different. I used to be a whole pothead, smoke 5 Dutches a day, like really get fried. And it's like I like being in this business. It's like it was hard juggling that, and so I just quit. And again, I had to go through a lot of stuff. Like, and it ain't just hard. Like, I don't know, if you ever, but like, it ain't just hard to just, quit smoking weed when you just smoke weed constantly. Like, it's not. So, like, but
It's
I've
not
been.
that.
I'm sorry.
What you say about weed?
I said it ain't just hard to just quit smoking weed when you like, just constantly smoking stuff like that. I went through a lot of stuff thinking that, that's what was healing my problems. And it's like, no, that's not doing anything but stepping, like, keeping me back. Honestly, like how you presented with an opportunity like this, but you just getting fried all day. Like oxymoron. That's not, that's not too smart. Like I'm frying my brain. I'm supposed to be applying my brain to, these markets. And it wasn't until, I sacrificed and got my mind right and did, the things I had to do mentally to get to, where I am. And mind you, I just hit the first rank. I'm not even, like I said, next month, get less than a month, P6 coming. And then after that, this time next year, I will be a chairwoman. Like, that's just that. I said it. I spoke it. The universe heard me, okay? Like, I wrote it down. Like, that stuff, it really matters. Like, I do affirmations. I pray constantly. Like,
I
I
listen
feed
to them at
myself.
night.
I'm sorry.
That's how I listen to them at night.
Yeah, like I feed myself positive vibes and energy at all times so that I'm able to radiate that to others. So that like positive energy nourishes my body. I literally write that every single day. And contributing to everybody else. That's like I said, that's a gift in itself. To be able to shift somebody, to be able to, make somebody feel better, to be able to take somebody out of their, pain and things like that through a situation that can literally fund any and everything. All you got to do is have the right mindset. That's a challenge, yeah, but it's a challenge that we all able to, do. But you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to receive, all the things that you deserve. You deserve everything. And don't ever think that you don't, because once you start thinking that you don't, that's when things start backtracking, like retracting. Like we not going to do that. You deserve everything, so you go and get everything. But that's a mindset that has to be built. And like I'm only speaking from experience. And like I said, I got 3 kids. Like I can't retract. I can't not have that mindset. Like they're depending on me to have this mindset. I'm building that mindset into them. It's not a choice. Like it's not a choice. Like they won't, they won't know what it's like, to they won't know what it's like, to the whole negative thing. Like we that's not in our vocabulary. Negativity won't do that, God real good. And that's just what that's what it's gonna be. Building relationships. My babies is 1, 3, and 5. And like they do affirmations when they wake up. We ain't there all the way with the writing yet, but the I told you the power of the tongue is crazy. They know. They know. And that's like I said, building generational habits, things like that. Like we generational positivity. We not just generational wealth. And we breaking generational curses for sure. So like, yeah. Yeah, I like how your eyes got big with that. But like, seriously, like it's nothing to play with. It's not a game. But this opportunity, this business is what brought me there. It's what got me there. I think I already had like, the ingredients to be successful, but like this was like the icing on the cake. This is really this is what gave me my vision for it.
You, you what would for anyone who wanted to start the entrepreneur journey or business, what advice would you give them?
Oh, I like that question. Um, I don't know, like I like that question because now I'm not stumped, but okay. So I just feel like if you have a dream, well, first, no, well, first I feel like your relationship, with your higher power should definitely be intact. I feel like that's number one. To just live a peaceful, good life. And when it comes to entrepreneurship and things like that, if you have a vision, I feel like fear is not going to get you. It's not going to get you there. So you can't be scared. Like you can't be scared because your vision could do something for so many other people that have not been born yet, people that have like that don't know anything about what you're doing, but like your vision is the answer. It's a something like somebody prayed and your vision came popped in your head, like your dream, whatever the case may be. Like when it comes to building a business, anything like that, like somebody needs that. So like Don't be scared. Just go for it and do it. Like just do it. Just do it. Cause fear not gonna do nothing but stop you. Have you stagnant. Have you stuck. Don't stuck is uncomfortable. Stuck is very uncomfortable. I cannot express that enough. Stuck stuck is uncomfortable.
I know what stuck feels like.
And
Trust
it's
me.
like exactly, and me too. Exactly.
I've
With
been
people
stuck
depending
for
on staring
going
at me.
on 8 years and counting.
Like being stuck is just it's very uncomfortable. But it's like you gotta switch it up. Like you gotta just jump and do it. You gotta just do it. Just put it out there. Because you don't know who it could be helping. You don't know who needs that. I needed this podcast. I needed this. I need to have this conversation with you.
I guess we both
I,
needed it.
I'm sorry.
I said, I'm guessing we both needed it.
Yeah. So,
Where are you in Philly?
nah, I'm in Atlantic City.
Oh, okay. You from Philly, so okay.
I'm cracking up. I'm not from Philly. I'm from, I'm from Atlantic City. I lived in Philly for 2 years, but I'm from Atlantic City.
We Philly owned the land of city, so that's why I said you from Philly.
Philly
So
on Atlantic City. Oh my gosh.
we're like around the corner, for
I'm
real, for real.
like an hour away, but Philly people be drawn about coming to Atlantic City. Like that drive, definitely, that straight drive is that. But I'm very used to it, so going back and forth and stuff. You know, but if we cousins, that's cool. That's fine. Philly owned Atlantic City. I ain't never heard that before, but I guess it's the first time for everything.
Mm,
Nah, but I definitely appreciate this conversation though, for real.
yeah.
This drum
What is the monthly fee?
175.
What is the fee?
Hmm?
No,
It's
I'm thinking
175, but as long as you're doing the work, you are holding yourself accountable. Applying the work. That 175 is getting made. 2.5, 175 plus. But that's when holding yourself accountable comes in. You have to believe in yourself before anybody else can. So you come in this business, you pay that initial fee, and come in here and don't do nothing. You can't get upset when that monthly comes around. Why? Because you had 28 days to apply yourself and make that money back. You had the time, but it's like, how did you manage your time? For me, honestly, time management time management was very important for me. My baby trying to get in the camera, that's why I'm smiling.
that's fine.
But like, time management, that was like, something for me that I had to, really get with. That was something I had to hold myself accountable because I'm saying here, like granted, I'm taking care of my kids, but my kids, they're to a point where they're very mature, they're very independent. So it's like they can do a lot on their own. All I have to do, is really like, probably reach for something, stuff like that. So I don't really have to do, too much when it comes to my kids. So like I have all being a stay-at-home mom, I had all the time in the world. But what was I doing? Watching TV, trying to catch up on series, on Instagram, doing this, doing that. And it's like when that monthly came around, I was sick a couple times. But it's like I'm sitting here feeling sorry for myself, dealing with whatever was going through my head and things like that. Just trying to do whatever was going to make me feel good. But I learned that doing the easy thing is what makes life harder, and doing the hard thing in life is what makes life easier. And that's something that stuck with me for forever. Like you got to do the hard stuff so that in the future you good. I told myself in 2018 that when I turned 30, I was gonna be straight. I was gonna be established. I'm gonna own a home. My child, like we gonna be good. I'm 25 now, and at 24, Forex was presented to me. In 5 years, you gonna see this face on everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, like you're gonna see this face. You're gonna know this face. You're like, I'm gonna be alright, and I'm gonna thank you because you put me out there in the first place. Of course, I'm forever indebted. Like seriously, but it's like it took me a lot. Again, it took me a lot to get here, and my time management, I had to fix that. I had to, again, I had to realize doing the hard thing in life is what makes life easier. Now I'm not trying to live no hard life. I need things to be easy. Anything to be easy for my kids. Like they don't deserve to have a hard life because their mom ain't put the work in on time. Because I wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop. Because I wanted to, like that's not thorough. That's not okay. That's how mother.
A crazy one.
So it's just like it's decisions that had to be made not only for myself but for my children. It's really levels, and I'm just blessed to be able to think like this. I'm blessed to be able to see my wrongs, correct them, and just want to do better and see better and provide better. Like I said, it's generational habits that's being built, positivity, generational wealth, like, and we breaking generational curses. Period.
I know. Basically, I know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what not what I need to do. What I'm going to do, but and and I know it's going to take me through some emotional things. That's what I can say.
Sometimes you gotta feel that.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Mm. Listen, we you never know what somebody going through, but you also never know how you could change their whole perspective and their whole life around. Like you never, like you just never know. And it's like you have things inside of you that other people need. And taking a certain leap of faith, I promise it'll get you there. Like it will. I'm not worried about what you like.
Yeah, I should have took that leap of faith. Me, my boy was talking about that today. Well, when I was walking.
And every single day that you wake up is another day to fulfill your purpose.
Yep.
Here,
He
so
said
it's another day to we still what's to that? What time is it? 7 o'clock? You still got 5 more hours in the day. Okay. It ain't it's not done. Like
it's never done
it's never done. As long as you waking up, it ain't never done.
until
Any
that day
any
comes.
trial you face is not only for you, it could be for somebody else. Like you wanna, put that out there. Like like again, you don't know who you could touch. You have no idea who you could touch. You have no idea, who needs to hear this, who needs to know. Like you just don't know. And again, everything I'm saying is things that people have told me that maybe I didn't, necessarily listen to or like, just simply from experience. But it's just like to go through that stuff and to acknowledge and to like, really know like, oh, this is where I need to be. This is what I'm here to do. That's a beautiful
$1 more. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm.
thing.
No, I wasn't. Not what you said. I, I've been through a lot, so it just my
I
my
understand.
body was hurting. That's all.
I understand.
So, but so you can know what happened to me. September 27th, 2013. Somebody shot me from behind in my neck. So I guess when I got shot, I went immediate to immediate shock.
Mm,
So the cops, I guess, rushed to the scene or whatever. After they rushed to the scene, I was bleeding out and stuff, things like that. They drove me to U Penn, and while I was there, I guess while I was in the car when they were driving me there, I lost almost like 95% of my blood, so they gave me a blood transfusion. But during that time, they had to resuscitate me 9 times.
I feel like I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Well, go ahead and say what you said. I would just let you
No,
know, and so, but basically that's what happened. And got a pacemaker just in case my heart decide to stop for whatever reason, and I got a carotid stent in my right side of my neck, so I'll be in pain constantly. So
I feel like again when it comes to the whole waking up thing because that's tragic. It definitely is, and I apologize that that happened to you. But I also feel like that's another with this whole podcast thing and reaching out to people. I feel like that's fuel. Like you have a story to tell. You got a story to tell. You have a story to tell. And your story is going to save lives. I ain't gonna hold you. Your story just put me in a position to just like, I don't it's hard. It's like hard to put into words, but it's just like, again, like you just enhanced what I was just saying before. Like you
I,
gotta
I have a positive mindset,
hmm
but like what people will know that I'm depressed or anything because I'm always smiling, and I don't know, cause just the person I am, I'm just a
right.
positive person.
Good sign.
Capricorn.
Ooh, my son a Capricorn.
We about business. We don't like doing the work. We like to dish out work to make sure we do less work, but we business minded. But just get people to do the work. Your audio off again.
What about now?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. This laptop is killing me. No, but I like I said, I just feel like, you is here for a reason. And like, because you wasn't, taken out like that, like that's literally like the fuel you need to continue to build that mindset. Because it's like it's cool that you think positive. Like I said, I'm a Sagittarius. I mean, even though like I'm all into signs, so when I say that is because like I'm really like I love astrology and stuff like that. But like when it comes to positivity, like but you to continue to build it. Like you got to continue to build. You got to continue to feed feed it. Like, and it's crazy. It's like the same way we, eat food and stuff like that. Our brains got to eat. Our brains got to eat. When it comes to our thoughts, we got to control our thoughts because, like, I understand, with the whole like depression. Yeah, that ain't. It's no joke. It's really no joke. It's really no joke. And like that's something that like I really want to pull people out of. Why? Because I know that like again like for the past 6 years I was in a very dark space, a very very dark space, and the only thing that kept me here for real is my kids. So it's like with that we all have a story to tell, like, and the fact that like you're still here, that is all the reason that you have to continue to build that mindset, continue to build that mindset, continue to build that mindset, and continue to build that mindset. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I muted my mic because my
Okay,
mom was
no,
talking.
you was frozen a little bit, so that's why I was asking. I wasn't sure if you could hear me or not, but Moochie, but yeah, like I just feel like again, like when it comes to the whole waking up thing, like when God gives us, when we wake up, you're here for a reason. So many reasons, like so many reasons, and that's why you gotta be mentally strong enough to know that it's like the stuff I've been through. This about to save somebody else's life. You ain't go through that stuff for you, and that's one thing that like I had to realize about myself. The stuff that I've been through, literally from birth, I didn't go through that stuff for me. I went through that stuff for somebody else. For somebody else so that I could tell my story, so I could tell my testimony, so I could explain to them, like, like, yeah, this happened, but I came out like this. This happened, but like my response is this. That like, yeah, the devil tried to get me, but it didn't. He didn't. And that's how you like literally when I tell you, I write so much as far as like positive affirmation and stuff like that. I'll write the same thing over and over and over again. Why? Because I know that if I write it down, if I say it, and that'll execute to believe in it. That'll execute to literally live in it. Like the universe doesn't know when you're joking. So like your thoughts and everything, like they hear that. You could be joking with yourself, but think something negative. And I promise you, like, it will happen. You don't want to think like that because then you're feeding your brain negativity. You want to feed your brain positive things so that positive things can happen. You don't, like I said, that comes with training. So that's why I gotta write every day. If I'm not writing, I'm listening to some type of gospel music. If I'm not listening to gospel music, I'm listening to some type of other, hype music that, keep me my vibrations up. I pray constantly, constantly talking to my kids, Like I said, if I'm not doing that, I'm listening to like a Steve Harvey or some type of positive podcast. I love motivational videos on YouTube. Like I need that. I need that. Why? Because like I have light. I got a light that like needs to be shined through this world. Like I like the world needs to see it. Like it deserves it. Respectfully, deserves my light, my authentic light. So it's like if I ain't good mentally, I can't shine my light. My light been dim for a very long time, and I'm. It ain't that ain't cool. Like, that's not cool. But it's like as soon as I joined this business, my vision started coming really into play. And I'm not sorry for the things that I've been through. I'm okay with the things that I've been through. Like, and I want to embrace things that I've been through. Why? Because they're gonna save somebody else's life. That those things that I've been through made me better. They made me better. So it's just like why be upset at my trials and struggles, no matter what they are. No matter what they are. I went through them for a reason. You went through your trials for a reason. So like you gotta make that, you gotta fulfill that reason, fulfill that purpose. Because that's the only reason that we're here. We're not here to fulfill our passions. We're here to fulfill our purpose. God didn't put us here to just, you like this? Oh, go ahead and do that. No. We're here for a passion. You woke up, it's a passion. I'm sorry. You woke up because you have a passion. You have a passion for something. You have a passion for something. And that's what I have. I have a passion for something.
Can't hear you. Nope. Your audio out again. All right. Well, it's picking up a little bit.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay.
What you say?
No, I was saying your audio had went out. You start
What's the
venting.
last you heard?
You the last thing you said was we all here for a reason. That's what you
Yeah,
were saying.
like we all here for a reason. So like that's what I was saying. Like our passions is not our purpose. Like we might like to do something that's cool and dandy. God gave us free will. It's cool to want to do something. It's cool to like something. But what are you here for? What you wake up every day for? And when you follow that, when you look for that, when you ask God, like, yo, what is my, calling things like that, and you commit to that calling, everything shifts. Everything. Everything shifts. I know my purpose. My purpose is to tell my testimony in more ways than one. But what I got to do is, work hard to even be able to get to that point. Because I could talk. I could make Instagram videos. I could do this. I could do that. But it's just like I need to touch the world.
Don't mind me. I said don't
You said
mind me.
don't mind. Oh, okay.
I was
Nah,
calm.
but
That's what
I'm
that
just,
was all.
I don't know. I'm just real obsessed with fulfilling my purpose. And like once I found it, once I found my vision, like that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm here for. That's the only reason I'm here. I had to, take out the free will and doing the things that I was allowed to do. Why? Because God gave us free will. You can do these things, but it's like how long you gonna keep on doing them and not follow what He got me here for? Like I'm not. I get anxiety when I'm not doing the right thing. I can't. I can't. I can't move like that. It's not. You're not gonna let me.
Yeah, my acid reflux and stuff. That's all.
Okay. Which is so funny.
We both was touched many lives.
Hmm.
And I said we both have touched many lives.
Yes, and we will continue to. We will continue to. We will continue to build ourselves up so that we can touch many, many more, thousands, thousands, thousands. It's not a game. It's not a game. And when we have that hesitant fear in us, it's like I had fear when it came to this podcast. I literally wrote you like, I don't think I qualify. I don't think I like, I'm sitting here like, should I hop on this show? I just I wasn't sure, but it's like I'm happy that I did. I'm so grateful that I did. I'm
We
so
down
grateful.
there. We down to earth. people.
Yeah, like I'm so glad to have met you. Like again, I'm not a shy person, so it's just like and you know, my sister was sitting here and she was just like, you know, like we just got off the sermon or whatever. Like this is a sign from God. Yes, it is. Right after we done church, yes, it is. The it's a beautiful sign too. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it's crazy. Something that I never would have expected to do. Like I didn't wake up this morning like, oh yeah, I'm you know, do an interview on a podcast later. Like what? What? That was not my plans today. And like I low key really, like I said, when I wrote you that message, I wasn't trying to get out of it, but it's just like I was hesitant about it. But it's like you can't do that. So like me doing this podcast with you was a leap of faith. Why? Because I don't know what it could have did for me, but I'm not about to block that blessing because that's just I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. And here I am feeding your brain and you feeding mine. So yeah, I appreciate that. I'm grateful for this. I'm so grateful for this.
Likewise.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience where they can find you at?
Yes. You can follow me on Instagram at k.609 underscore. If you could like put it in the comments or something like that, because you know. But yeah, again, like my name Kiara Alves, and you know I'm a P150 within the you know within I am Academy, but you know chairwoman me by next year, okay?
I thank you for joining the podcast today. Appreciate you and
I
your
thank you for having me.
positivity.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.